Hi everybody, welcome to a diecast review. This is a GP Replicas 118 scale Ferrari 412 T2 from the 1995 season, the last ever V12 Ferrari. Now, it's very nice, it comes in this acrylic case. And the level of detail on a GP Replicas model is second to none. I've actually done a comparison video with a Minichamps model I have exactly the same. So it's very interesting to see the differences. Just to summarise them on this GP Replicas model, so something I really like, it has a very, very nice carbon fibre effect on the front rear wings, the end plates in front of the rear tyres and the suspension. There's just so much detail on a GP Replicas diecast, along with the rivets there to take off the bodywork. The level of detail on a GP Replicas model is, you can't really argue against it. So again, the carbon fibre here on these rear winglets, it's, you can't say you don't like it. And again, on the rear diffuser here and the rear suspension, it's truly beautiful. Even, so yeah, on the rear drive shafts there, it's amazing. And the rear wing as well. So this is my favourite Ferrari, my favourite Formula 1 car of all time. What I really like about GP Replicas too is the paintwork is incredibly shiny, whereas on the Minichamps model it's very dull, but then of course Minichamps model is nearly 30 years old, 28 years old at the moment, so I'm being very unfair comparing a new diecast here to one of 28 years old, but it's a comparison nonetheless I'm doing. So under my LED lights here in my living room, as you can see, the scarlet red Ferrari is shining very, very nicely. It of course is a MARLBORO conversion as well. Another highlight of a GP Replicas diecast is the cockpits. So the steering wheel, the dial, just rotate the car again. Apologies if I'm making you dizzy. The seat belt, all of this is all very nice and very relative to what GP Replicas does. So this is just a very quick review on a GP Replicas model and the positives that I really like about it. So just to summarise again, compared to the Minichamps, it is the carbon fibre effect on the front, the rear wings, and also the winglets, the diffusers in front of the rear wheels, and also the rear diffuser. The rivets all across the body. The suspension has got really good detail, along with the brakes. The cockpit has got amazing detail, and the paint finish is so shiny. And I believe it's the correct scarlet red. I have not seen this car in person, so I'm not going to pretend it is the correct. However, from all the photos and the TV footage, it does look like it is the correct red. Perhaps someone who's seen one of these driving around an Italian track in these demonstration runs that you see on YouTube could verify, but I'm not going to guess, but from my knowledge that I do have, I would say it is the correct red. The proportions as well, sometimes with GP Replicas models, there are some complaints in the model car community that the proportions aren't right. However, I would say, compared to photos and the Minichamps model, I'd say the proportions are the same. So there's no complaints here from me. I'd say GP Replicas got the proportions bang on. So the guys in Macau did a very good job here on this model. So yeah, this is the Gerhard Berger version, and it's obviously in very good condition. You saw it has the acrylic case, display case. The GP Replicas box is in very good condition, as you can see there. It is the original box. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, or if you have this model, and if there's any other GP Replicas models you're planning on getting. I do know that they do most of the Ferraris from the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, 70s, 60s GP replicas do like their Ferraris. So for me, I'm a Jean Lacy fan, so maybe it's something I will collect. But yeah, this is a conversion, a Marlboro conversion to a GP Replicas diecast of a 1/18 scale Ferrari 412 T2, and this was a diecast review. Let me know your thoughts and comments on this model, or even your favourite Ferrari 412 T2 memories of the actual car itself in the racing. Like I said, for me it was my favourite Ferrari of all time, and the best sounding Ferrari, and I think the best sounding Formula 1 car of all time, the 3 litre V12. So yeah, there you have it. This was a diecast review, and let me know your thoughts on this model.